What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing. Cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Money making Wednesday, hump day. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward here in the NBA. This will be a rapid fire episode. I'm sorry, I had some things going on today. We'll be back to regular schedule programming tomorrow. We'll have the graphics back for the remainder of the week. All that great stuff. So work with me for just today. In all honesty, I'm not overly in love with tonight's card. I only have 3 plays over at Pickdawgz Premium. I have an NBA play of the day. You guys can scoop up over there as well. We did drop our NBA play of the day last night. We tried to attack the Atlanta Hawks outright on the money line. I really like the spot for them. They did end up covering in the game, so if you took the Hawks plus the points, you did cash. Shout out the Hawks for that. But I got a little greedy. And I'm a gambler, bro, at the end of the day. If I see a situation where a team has a legitimate chance to win a game outright, I'm going to attack it. Like, I love plus money, especially plus 200 like we were getting on the Hawks yesterday. Thought it was a really good spot to attack it, man. DeAndre Hunter, open 3. Need those, Brody. Happens, though, we did drop it last night. Trying to attack that outright money line. We hit the other 2 plays what we had at Pickdawgz Premium. Blazers plus the points and Jazz plus the points. So, still a profitable night overall in the NBA. Let's keep that momentum rolling forward. Solid card tonight from a games perspective, like how many games there are. I just think it's kind of tough trying to navigate our way through it. So that's why I only have 3 that I bet. But, of course, as always, I'm going to give y'all my opinion on every single game on the card. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's do exactly that. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. And let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. First game on the board. Got the Charlotte Hornets laying 2.5 points on the Brooklyn Nets. This line looks a little janky, and it's first game on the board. I have a weird gut feeling about it. Everything that I look at here tells me to take Charlotte. Charlotte, I do believe right now currently is the better basketball team. They're favored in the game for a reason. It's a bounce-back game at home that also happens to be a revenge game. It's a sexy game, sexy spot, sexy situation here for the Charlotte Hornets. The Brooklyn Nets coming to this game extremely banged up. Cam Thomas, Cameron Johnson out of this game. I lean towards the Charlotte Hornets laying the points in this one. I really do. But I just got a gut feeling like the Nets have been a solid cover team this season. The line is only 2.5. This one of them ones is going to come right down to the wire, man. And I kind of rather just leave it alone. Everything tells me to take Charlotte. The spot, situation, everything says Charlotte. I do lean in that direction. I don't know if I officially get to the window to bet it, though, personally. We have the Indiana Pacers laying 6.5 points on the Detroit Pistons. Hot take. I think the Pacers are the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference right now today. And I think they'll finish there again. I think the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be Boston and Indiana. I am extremely high on this Indiana team. I know a lot of you may hear that and say, Jay, what the hell are you talking about? I think the Knicks and the Cavs are better than Indiana. I don't think so. So I'm personally really high on Indiana. Remember, they were in the Eastern Conference Finals a season ago. They were the number 1 offensive team ever in NBA history just a season ago. They started to show us those signs and tendencies over the last month or 2 that they are back. I like how they bounced back in Paris against the San Antonio Spurs. That first game, they lost because they were set up to lose in that first game. Like, who the hell puts a game in Paris for the Spurs? Oh, it's because Wemby from Paris. Like, come on now. We all saw that a mile away. But in this one tonight, I know the Pistons have been playing solid basketball this season. They're nowhere near the team they were last year. They may even make a playoff push this season. That still doesn't make them comparable to the Pacers. The Pacers are sizable favorites in this game for a reason. The Pacers are head and shoulders better than Detroit. Lay it here with the Indiana Pacers. Don't overcomplicate it. Do not overcomplicate it. We love betting Indiana in Indiana. We keep it rolling. We got the Toronto Raptors laying 5.5 points on the Washington Wizards. Tough game. We don't like Toronto as much on the road as we do at home. At home, we love betting on the Raptors, especially as an underdog. As an underdog at home, man, we will bet the Raptors almost blindly. We've been doing it almost all season long. On the road, we don't really touch them that often, and laying points with the Raptors, man, we're really asking for it. The problem is this is a 2-sided coin. On the other side is the Washington Wizards, who have lost 39 games this season. I want to say 36 of those 39 losses have been by double digits. So the Wizards are by far the worst team in the league. They always get beat up. Not one of my favorite games tonight. I hate doing it. This is not their spot, not their situation, but we got to do it. Give me the Toronto Raptors laying the points. They are head and shoulders the better basketball team in this matchup tonight. We got the Boston Celtics laying 14.5 on your Chicago Bulls. I'm on the Celtics in this one. I'm going to lay the points. Celtics 11-3 this season following an outright loss from an ATS perspective. When the Celtics lose, they usually come out that next game, flex their muscles, and show why they're the number one team in the league while they're the defending champs. Sometimes they go through the motions. Following a win, they've been terrible this season. But they're coming off a loss in this one. So off a loss, again, 11-3. Off a win, the Celtics are 6-25-1 ATS. So, just playing the spot here for Boston. We know what it is and what it ain't from. When they come off a win, fade them. Come off a loss, roll with them. They're going to kick the crap out of the Bulls tonight is how I see this game shaping out. We keep it rolling. We head over to Cleveland. Or not Cleveland. We head over to Miami where the Cleveland Cavs are playing the Miami Heat. Of course, we all know what's going on with the Heat and the Jimmy Butler news. They suspended him indefinitely now. He tried to come back in last game. They told him he would not be in the starting lineup. He said, "Are y'all serious?" Deuces. And that's where we stand with the Jimmy Butler situation right now currently. Trade him, Miami. Just trade him. Get it over with. The injury report for the Cavs is ugly. Sam Merrill, game time decision. Darius Garland's out due to rest. Karis LeVert and Isaac Okoro all still out. Josh Richardson still out for Miami. I lean towards Miami in this one. It's a lean at best. I don't like the dramas and things going on with the Heat right now currently. Cavs, I think they've started to become overrated and overvalued, and we're gonna be able to fade them in certain spots, certain situations. And I kind of got a feeling about this one tonight. So small lean on Miami. Ultimately, though, don't know if I rush and get there at the window. We head over to New York where the Knicks are laying 2.5 points on the Denver Nuggets. Interesting game here. ESPN game will be on national television tonight. Jokic in the Garden, I think, absolutely goes off. I'm taking the Denver Nuggets. I'm laying the points, or I'm taking them outright money line in this spot, in this situation. Knicks just feel overrated, overvalued in my mind. Knicks did beat up on the Nuggets in the lone meeting these two teams played this season. That game was back in November in Denver. 145-118 was the final score in that game. That's back when the Nuggets weren't the Nuggets. They were going through that tough stretch. They've since played much better basketball recently. I know the Knicks coming off of back-to-back solid wins, beat up on the Kings, beat up on the Grizzlies. I just think it has them overrated, overvalued. I think the value on the other side here with Denver is too much to pass up. I want to attack plus money. Give me the Nuggets. I think Jokic goes absolutely crazy tonight in the Garden. Look at some Jokic props, over points, maybe triple-double. Maybe a 40-point triple-double tonight, loading for Nikola Jokic in the Garden. Wouldn't shock me at all. He's due for a monster game in the Garden. The greats always have one, and I think tonight might be his. We got the Philadelphia 76ers at home with the Sacramento Kings rolling in. We saw the report yesterday come out. De'Aaron Fox asked and requested a trade. Kind of crazy in hindsight, Kings. Man, y'all traded Halliburton. Y'all got rid of Mike Brown, all for De'Aaron Fox, and he still don't want to be there. He's still asking out. That's why you're the Sacramento Kings and have been for, forever. Definitely not laying 9.5 points with them. I know we fade Philadelphia a ton here on this jam session, mainly because they are so bad from an ATS perspective. Right now, currently, they are the number 29 ATS team in the league. Phoenix is the worst at 16-28-1. Philadelphia is 16-27-2, only covered in 37.2% of their games. But Sacramento is right there as well, just as bad. They've only covered in 40.5% of their games, 17-25-4. ATS this season is Sacramento. In this game, pick between two evils. I'd much rather have 9.5 points in my back pocket with the home team than be laying it, especially with two teams that are as bad as they are ATS. So we've actually seen some signs of life here from Philadelphia. My main gripe with Philadelphia is often I feel like they're overrated, overvalued, but I feel the exact same way about Sacramento. And now that we know there's some extra drama going on with Sacramento, don't want to be laying this many points with this team on the road. I think Philadelphia might show up and play well again here. Lean towards the Sixers, grabbing the points in our back pocket. We got the San Antonio Spurs at home at the crib with the Los Angeles Clippers rolling in. Clippers laying 3.5 here in this spot. Clippers, man, I want to fade them outside of Intuit Dome. They spent, $3 billion to be good at home? Shout out to him, and it's worked. Right now, currently, the Clippers are the #1 home ATS team in the NBA. They got the wall, college atmosphere. They be going crazy on that wall as well. And it's shown, again, they're the #1 home ATS team in the league. But on the road, they've been okay out there, but I think this is a good spot for San Antonio. I think San Antonio matches up quite well with the Clippers. Just to play on the spot, just to play on the situation. I'm on San Antonio in this one. We saw San Antonio beat up on the Clippers the last time they played. That game was in San Antonio. Final score was 122-86. Clippers, they just lost their last one on the road to the Suns. Again, not the same team on the road as they are at home. I just think it's a solid spot to attack some plus money with a decent team like the Spurs going up against a team we've already seen them beat in their arena. Got me? Give me a lean here on the Spurs plus the points and outright. Money line. We got the Phoenix Suns at home at the crib as home dogs with the Minnesota Timberwolves rolling in. Timberwolves laying 1.5. The books are finally starting to rate Phoenix properly. Again, I told you guys a second ago, they're the worst ATS team in the league, 16, 28, and 1 against the number this season. But I'm going to lean towards them in this one. And just win games, I can kind of rock with Phoenix. Kevin Durant is game time decision. I will say keep an eye on that for this game. But in all honesty, with or without him, I still would probably want to bet Phoenix in this spot. Outright, just win the game at home, not laying points, is a spot I can trust Phoenix. Not laying points. They never will win a game by margin. It's a reason why last 2 seasons combined, they're as bad as they are from an ATS standpoint. But in this specific one tonight, Minnesota's nearly just as bad. Small lane here on the Phoenix Suns. Outright money line at home at the crib. Last and final game of the night, man. No, I'm sorry. We got 2 more games. We have my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, laying 1.5 points on the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm going to lay the points here with the Dallas Mavericks. I like the spot. I like the situation for them here. If you recall, the last game these 2 teams played, Dallas got outright cheated in that game. They should have won the game. And the NBA came out the next day and said, yeah, they should have won that game. Spencer Dinwiddie drove to the hole, put the ball up on the glass. It got blocked by, who was it? I forgot who it was off the top of my head, but it got blocked. But it was a goaltend. It was off the glass already. And refs didn't call it. Mavs didn't have a challenge to challenge it. Unfortunately, they didn't call it. Mavs fouled. Pelicans won the game by 3. Again, the NBA came out the next day, said, yeah, that was a goaltend. Should have been rewarded to the Mavs. Mavs probably wouldn't have fouled. Pelicans would have shot a full court heave, missed. Dallas would have won and covered in that game. Because of all that drama, I think Dallas comes in here, wins the game outright. Dallas is the better team anyway. We've been fading the Pelicans blindly anyway. I like the extra motivation here for Dallas. We trust Dallas on the road. They're, 23-10 last 2 seasons combined as a road favorite. In the quick revenge spot, I'm taking the better team, the Dallas Mavericks. I'm continuing to fade the Pelicans, and I like the extra motivation here for the Mavs. Last game of the night, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies laying 10.5 points on the Golden State Warriors. Thunder Buddies for life. No need to overcomplicate this one. Curry looming over this game time decision. With or without him, though, I think the Thunder come in here and blitz them. We love betting the Thunder. We faded Oklahoma City in their last game. The spot dictated it. This is a decent spot for Golden State, the bounce back game at home. That also happens to be a revenge game, but still, that's not enough for me here in this one. Portland, it was the double revenge game at home that happened to be a bounce back game at home that also happened to be a double revenge game. Was why we took Portland in that last one and cashed. I don't necessarily want to take the Golden State Warriors here in this one. I think Oklahoma City floods them like they love to do. So, won't overcomplicate it. Give me the points. I'll lay the points here with Oklahoma City in our last and final game of the night. Man, I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. I'll be back to regular scheduled programming tomorrow. We'll post it early. We'll have the graphics back for the remainder of the week. Again, I just had things going on today. You can scoop up my NBA play of the day. We did drop it last night. The Hawks covered, but we attacked the plus 200 outright on the money line. They had a legitimate chance to win it. DeAndre Hunter. Damn. It's cool, though. If I see a spot like that where a team has a legitimate chance to win at a very nice plus money price, y'all, I'm attacking it. And I want y'all to cash with me in those spots as well. So that's why that was the play of the day. We did go 2-1 last night, though, so we're trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. We've hit 8 of 11 on that NBA play of the day. We've also hit 4 40 of our last 66. So you guys can hop on that NBA Play of the Day today, man, and let's do what we do. We just kick the crap out of the books, betting hoops. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know, man. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. Back to regular schedule programming tomorrow. See y'all then. I'm out of here. Peace.